So I just took a look, and every single parent was here tonight with their student at back to school night, which is amazing. So thank you guys for being here. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to your student. With that being said, you saw that we do flexible seating here, a little bit different than what you guys are used to, but it puts the learning into your students' hands, which is amazing for you and for me. So I just wanted to go over how the beginning of our day might look and talk a little bit about flexible seating. So you guys saw a big carpet. The majority of our instruction happens at the carpet. However, you might be thinking, oh, they're going to be sitting at the carpet the whole time. Not true. They set the carpet for 10 to 15 minutes, then they go off to work. And they'll come back, and then we'll do another 10 minutes or reflect, and they go back. So this incorporates a ton of movement. I can't sit still, so I know the third graders can't sit still. So in here, we are moving all the time, every 10 to 15 minutes. So that is a huge plus, especially if your child likes to move. In the beginning of the year, we will be practicing. Students, when they walk in, they don't just get to go pick out whatever seat they want. This takes a lot of practice and going over procedures. And this is something that they have to earn. So the first 2, 3, sometimes 4 weeks, I place them in a spot and I do my best to place them around the room so that they get to work with every type of seating, and they will find what seating they like best and with which activity they like best. So for example, we have a few like umbrella chairs. They don't work well whenever you're doing something on their Chromebooks because you sit down too low. So you'll notice when they're writing or if they're doing a Google Classroom assignment, they won't sit there. Those will be open. Some do, but you'll notice those are more open, and that's when the ball chair are more popular. However, whenever we're doing, let's see, like a science experiment, balls are not normally popular. That's when the standing tables become popular. So the process of this, they really understand how they like to learn, and you'll see this continue at home. So I hope you see some positive things come out of this. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. In the next video, it'll show you how our morning will look, and if you want to show this with your student, that's great, so that they know what to expect. So thank you guys again for coming, and I look forward to seeing your students tomorrow. All right, so when the kids walk in, I actually always have the lights off with natural light, and then I got lamps this year, so we'll have the lamps on. Right now it's dark outside, so I turn on the light so it's really bright in here. But when you come in, it's really calming. I have calming music on for the kids to feel nice and relaxed and welcome. They'll come in, and immediately they're going to see papers just everywhere. Okay, now I am missing their names. I'm going to have their names with their melon heads, kind of like this here. Each student has a name with what they look like. So they will find their melon head, or they'll find their name in their picture around their room. And so right now I've placed around the room a word search with everybody's name. So they'll be looking for their classmates' names in the word search after they find their name, and they'll have a seat right next to right by their little melon head, so they'll know where they're going to be working. Now this is what we're going to be doing the entire time for the next about 2 weeks. I will put their name out with their melon head until they are able to choose seats by themselves. We make a really big deal about this the first week to earn the ability or the privilege to find their seats. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, the students will be placed around the room by me. And my goal is to have them try out a lot of the seating options so that when it's their turn, they can pick the seat that works best for them. And they will find that some seats don't work well. For example, right here, the spiderweb seat, probably not the best when you're writing. It's hard. So it's a great seat for reading, but they're going to learn that I don't want to sit here when I'm writing. It's too hard. That's where the learning is put into their hands. So back to our first day, they walk in, they're going to find their spot. Then I will ring this chime over here. This is how we get everyone's attention. Once I ring this chime, I don't even have to say anything. They'll all look at me and I'll say, please meet me at the carpet. So then everyone will come here. Now, no one will have assigned seat in the beginning, but by the end of the day, they'll know where they sit, and that's where they go every single time. So they'll come to the spot, and we will have a morning meeting where we'll incorporate meditation and reflection. Once we do that, we'll move on to reading a story. It's actually one of my favorite ones. It's called The North Star. It's all about a journey. We talk about how third grade is a journey, and we're going to be doing it together. Once we do that, then we'll take a tour of the classroom, and this is really where we're going to start some of these classroom procedures. So some of you are a little confused, like, oh no, where do they keep their stuff? Well, everyone has, as part of a pod, so this is one example of a pod. We'll keep our agendas and our folders. You'll have one folder that you use this year, and it will go home every night with your agenda. Then in these last two drawers, there are reading bags. Some people have already found some books that they're ready to use tomorrow. Your reading bag can go home every night. I really encourage the kids to take it home every night. Although we don't have homework, I really encourage reading every single night. Maybe if it's only 5 minutes, that's okay. Get books in their hands, and I encourage reading books that they're interested in. I would hate to make someone read something that they don't want to read. I don't want to do that. So I'm encouraging everyone to read books that they're interested in. And as you can see, we have tons of books in the classroom. So I encourage them to take it home. Please be careful and return the books. I know things happen, and I have so many books that it's not a big deal, but please keep track of those books. Another thing I wanted to go over while I have you here is our class economy. This is my behavior management system. So everyone has a job, and you'll see here that each job is worth money. Now the jobs change once a week, and they're able to earn money when they're making good choices and for doing their job. Inside here, this is where we keep, instead of having a keeper folder to keep at school, these are files to keep things, and a lot of times they turn things into me here. So in their keeper folder, you'll find that they have a wallet, and this is where they keep their money. On Fridays, they're able to go shopping, and I can show you over here what they can earn. So here are some things that they can earn with their money, and they get paid on Fridays. However, if they're not making good choices, they can also have to give me money. So hopefully that doesn't have to happen too often. So that's just a few things about the classroom, and I'll be sending you videos throughout the week from questions that you guys might have, or some different procedures. So today I just went over the classroom economy with discipline and class jobs, and also where we keep the majority of our stuff, which is in these pods, and we keep papers that we don't want to lose that Ms. Shraggy wants to keep at school in our class files. Any questions or a video that you might be interested in me making, please let me know, and I can make that for you. All right, can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.